This is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That's going to be a long day. Watch twitch. Watch 6-6. Pull it high.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
You better be afraid of me. 24 is the mic, so don't say nothing. Get it.
Now Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Here we go. 10 Tusa. 80 weapons.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Head over. Alpha. Greystone travel.
On 2nd and 7. Jones. Open man. The tight end fells. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
We play some wins. Left,
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. A screen to Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10.
Hard. Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
Switch, go.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola. 23 yards, the final tally. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Shoot.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And Walker has it. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
That's another Titans first down.
64.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hatchet. No. Off. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go. Hey, high 7. Drop deep. 5.
Throwing Jones. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Go. 90 Wolf. Check out. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check pass. Check pass. Check 59. Mike, hey, lock it. Mike to 59. Here I come.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Going deep here for Stills. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He gets it to Cooks. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Look at me. Door.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go. Alert flare.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He's going to air one out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check 59, Mike.
No.
Mike to 59. Hey, watch the slant.
From the 17, Jones looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Check. 31's the mic. No, check.
Leo.
Bang. Quick
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
31's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 31's the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs. 31's the mic.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the squeeze.
Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
10-2 stop. Hey, echo. Let's go.
Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Saquon Barkley breaks a tackle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked,
he's got a man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
No gain on the play.
64.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 41. Hey, pick your game.
80 weapons.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check 4. Hey!
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Shoot!
Again, it's Bell. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are back within a single score.
Ready.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 9. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go, D.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that's complete to Cooks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second down 6.
Jump.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these
Snap.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Here's Jones on first down. He's got Smith here, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down.
Bravo! Go! Big trip!
Throwing on first down. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Alpha!
31's the mic.
Here we go.
31's the mic.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Jones now throwing on third and long. And that will be incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Check. Crash number. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here we go.
Rock it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Fair.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Chance.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Move.
Hey, 4 down. 41's coming. 41.
Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Check 13. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
X3. 2X.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Walker with a grab, left side. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
36.
Topper!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yes, yes! Get it!
On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. White now to return. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Ready? 50, play.
Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
Go, go.
Mike 59, Mike 59. Come on, dude. Mike, go.
Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
70, Indy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Orbit.
59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Watch a slack, watch a slack, watch a slack. Mike 59, Mike 59.
Yep. Yo, big grip.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, exit. Clear.
Let's go, Heavy. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. 31's the mic. Woo!
Hey, echo.
31's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 31's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now.
31's the mic.
I don't even know why.
He's back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
That brings up 4th down.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
31's the mic.
Check right.
31's the mic.
All day, dog.
31's the mic.
Bud.
31's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, Sam off.
Watch safety green.
Shoot.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And he finds Stills complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go, defense. Hey.
You draw quarter.
Check 31, check 31. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Come on, set. 60-yard.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was